division property of radicals, we would do a square root of b over c square root of d is equal to a over c square root b over d, where b is greater than or equal to 0 and d is greater than or equal to 0. To divide radical expressions, the index must be the same. Find the quotient of the coefficients and the quotients of the radicands, and then simplify the expression. They've actually worked through a problem for us, B. We're actually going to dive into the try these on our own. So it says, divide each expression and simplify. So we're going to start off with A. A is 4 square root of 42 divided by 5 square root of 6. 4 square root of 42, 5 square root of 6. So we're going to divide our front numbers. So it's going to be 4/5. And then I'm going to do the radical of the whole thing. What is 42 divided by 6? 7. Is 7 a perfect square? No. So my final answer would actually be 4/5 square root of 7. Can't do anything else. So 4/5 square root of 7. All right, let's take a look at B. B says 10 square root of 54 divided by 2 square root of 2. So we've got 10 divided by 2, and we've got 54 divided by 2 underneath the square root. Now, 54 divided by 2 should be 27. It is indeed 27. So I've got, what is 10 divided by 2? 5. Okay. And we have the square root of 27. However, 27 can be broken down into a perfect square. Let's talk about that perfect square. Sorry, the phone rang. So we're going to do 5 square root of 27, but 27 can be broken down into a perfect square. That would be 5 square root of 9 times 3. And what is the square root of 9? 3. So I'm going to do 5 times 3 square root of 3. That can be simplified even more. It simplifies down to 15 square root of 3. So B is 15 square root of 3. All right, let's take a look at C. C says 12 square root of 75 divided by 3 square root of 3. So we divide our coefficients and then divide our radicands. What is 12 divided by 3? Should have gotten 4, right? What is 75 divided by 3? Should have gotten 25. 25 is a perfect square. Square root of 25 is 5. So now we've got 4 times 5, which is 20. So the answer to C is 20. All right. Oh, here we're throwing in cube roots and letters. All right. So we've got 16 cube root of 8x to the 11th power divided by 8 cube root x squared. So we do 16 divided by 2. Divided by 8. Look at me. And then we've got the cube root of 8x to the 11th over x squared. Well, I tried to give you the answer a little early. 16 divided by 8 is indeed 2. We can simplify underneath our radical. We're going to leave the 8, but x to the 11th divided by x squared is actually going to be x to the 9th power. Remember, you subtract those exponents when we're dividing. What is the cube root of 8? 2. So we got 2 times 2. What is the cube root of x to the 9th power? X to the 3rd power. So the last thing I want to do is simplify and clean this up. 2 times 2 is 4. So this makes it 4x cubed. Four x to the 3rd power. On to the next set of questions.